Hey, we're back. Um, this is part three of making my website for my YouTube channel. And this is the third part. And this is where we're going to get a little more customize the website using Replit. So this is the third video. We started with a basic prompt. We then said, hey, it looks pretty good. We're now going to copy the style of another site, put that into Replit. And now we're on the third part where we're really getting more nitty gritty. So let me just let you know what I've been doing here. So I had already used ChatGPT to make a little summary for this investor. I didn't get an investor, but someone asked me about it. So I'm starting to build some apps, and someone's like, "Oh, you want to, maybe I can invest." And I'm like, "All right, so let me create something in ChatGPT, a little presentation." So a lot of times, if you've already talked about the content, it's easy to jump back into that existing chat in ChatGPT and ask something different, but it already has the context of what you talked about before, so that kind of helps. So um, I wanted to give the Replit a little bit more information now to hone in. So this stuff, and I basically just said, go ahead and I'd like to make a portfolio website, use my YouTube channel I just made, and give me like a non-technical kind of starting point with the apps that I've already made so far, some description, stuff like that. So this pumped out a bunch of good stuff, but it gave me a lot of code. I don't really want to give Replit a lot of code because it already does the same thing. It already is using Claude, so you don't need to do that. You really just want to give it more direct functionality or idea prompts. So I kind of came down and said, look, recreate it without code or technical designs, talk about a couple of the apps. Here's the apps I've made so far that at least have websites you can pull from. So that did a better job, kind of pulled all this information, kind of kept the theme of, me being addicted to making apps and things like that. And at the very end, which is really good, at the end it said, hey, do you want me to make a final on-page copy? So, um, so I'm going to use this, grab this information here. I had copied it once before, but I'm going to just paste it. A lot of times I like to paste it onto a Word document. This does help. Um, let's see. Okay, so this is this. All right, so I'm going to save this to as a document. I'm going to go ahead and just copy and paste this into Replit now. So let me do that. Let me go to Replit and say, I'm going to upload from file desktop. I'm going to upload this document and go. And it's going to start working here. I will come back in just a second when this is updated and see what this does. All right, so that finished up. So it looks like this worked for about, let's see, 11 minutes. Not too terrible, but it did a lot of work here if you want to take a look. Missing maybe some banner images or a picture of me, but other than that, it definitely nailed it in terms of just keeping it simple, having the vibe of just having fun and just being open and not salesy and just an authentic, app building kind of page. So I thought it was super cool. Next, I'm going to add the images and let's see how that goes. All right, so that finally finished. Woo, that took a while. It really did a good job there of just going through it, looking at it over and over and over. I think I added the banner image for my YouTube page, as well as my image here, which is supposed to be funny, like I'm hiding from my wife, building apps. But anyway, came out great. I do have to look at the sizing. Sometimes you have to go over here and look at what it would look like on like an iPhone, and not everything looks perfect. Kind of too big here. Maybe the imagery is not right. Maybe some of the buttons don't work. So this is the type of stuff you have to deal with, like telling it, hey, screenshot, this button doesn't work. Hey, this image has to be bigger on here. We have to optimize for mobile. We have to change a couple things. But so far, so good. Still have some work to do, but a good session today to just see how you can continue to modify and tweak your website or app. Talk to you soon.